yeah, Zarimi Priest is actually kind of nuts, and almost no one is playing it. You see, when you go on HSReplay and you look at like class win rates, Priest is at 42%, and people are like, oh, well, Priest is terrible, I'm not playing Priest. And then you go in to look at Zarimi Priest decks and you can see why. A bunch of people are playing a Zarimi Priest deck with a win rate under 50% for no reason, when there are actually new, better Zarimi Priest lists that came out, which we're playing in this video, that have crazy win rates. So once people finally shift into the good Zarimi Priest, I think we're gonna see this deck have a meteoric rise on ladder. It looks like it has a ton of potential. The reason this deck I think is so scary is because sometimes it can just absolutely overwhelm you with early pressure and tempo, playing a bunch of super well statted early game dragons, following them up with a ticking pylon Zilliax that buffs your entire board with crazy stats. It's easy to copy that Zilliax and play it again for free, but then if that doesn't work, you've also got this Zarimi backup plan. So sometimes you can like go into turn 10 and play it almost like a combo deck with thirsty drifters, building this enormous board all at once and then trying to hit your opponent for 30 plus from an empty board out of nowhere. So it feels like it can actually beat a bunch of different matchups in that way, and in fact you're going to see me take on a handful of different win condition paths in this very video with what I think is a super underrated and slept on deck right now, Zarimi Priest. Okay, I forgot to hit record before my mulligan, so you missed the mulligan, but basically we like gift wrapped whelp wrangler, kind of getting an aggressive dragon start. Crimson Clergy's also pretty good too. We can go this into Clergy, which is pretty nice. Now Warrior, I don't know about our matchups against Warrior. There's just pretty good. Actually, looks like pretty good. Ship's Kyurgin into Clergy's Chilia. Just to get some board presence down. This deck can leverage board presence pretty well with Zilliax if you have it. This is the Zilliax that costs less with minions and gives your minions +1/+1, so ticking and pylon modules. So wide boards, you know, it's kind of like a raid leader basically. They can be super cheap. So, you know, this is literally my first game with this deck, so I'm kind of learning it alongside you as far as how we want to leverage all this stuff. I'm hesitant to play the second Crimson Clergy here. I might actually just coin a hero power. We don't want to be all in on Priest, you know. It's kind of scary. We could save it, but nah, let's just do this. Let's just coin hero power. We need to cycle some cards here. So Celestial Projectionist, actually a pretty cool card. Number one, you got Thirsty Drifters, which can go to 0 in this deck, right? Which is great for your Zarimi turn. You play Zarimi, a couple Drifters or whatever. Then you got Zilliax as well, which can be kind of cool. It's, you know, since he gets cheaper as you have more minions, like the one you copy off the Projectionist can be like a 0 or whatever. And again, I'm actually talking about all of this without actually having played this. Just from analyzing the deck list, it was apparent how many cool little lines there were. I wonder if there is I wonder if experience here will dictate for me the fact that maybe we should never tempo a Crimson Clergy. That might be something we learn over time, because, you know, we might say to ourselves, wait a minute here, we can just save those. This is kind of a combo deck more than a tempo deck, right, with Zarimi. Like, you don't want to get things too out of hand, because of course you want to have some chip damage, I think, connecting. But in a lot of ways, you can kind of play this a bit more like a combo deck, because how much do we want to like trade in versus not? Maybe just a little, just the clean trades anyway. Because you got Zarimi, right? So, you know, if you're playing Zarimi plus Thirsty Drifters plus a Leroy, you don't need necessarily to have hit a lot of tempo. You can do a ton of damage. You get to turn 10, you still have some lethality boiling. I also need to be mindful, like right now, for instance, I I can almost play Zarimi, so I need to think about like good timing and stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty solid Crimson Clergy here, I guess. This restores 3, so I can actually This was 4 health, right? Guess I do want to overheal a little too, though. Maybe we do this. And this. And am I ever better to pip the clergy first? That's a great question, Regis. I don't know. Is it ever worth it for a projectionist here? Just to draw a ton of cards? Or do I always save projectionists for later? I don't know. These are the sorts of things we need to learn. This does kind of make my heals worse here, but we don't really care that much. I don't know. Great questions that you're asking here, Regis. I wish I had the answer to them. Whelp Wrangler, Dreamboat. Dreamboat seems insane. Insane. Okay. Draw 2 and become a 7/9. That's a pretty good turn. That's pretty good. So Zarimi actually still not active. Somehow I didn't play a dragon through all that. Are you serious? But I can play one with Zarimi next turn if I want. I mean, if we have this much board left, surely it's worth it, right? Oh, this is a brawl though, so we won't have this much board left. Be cool if the 7/9 won though. That'd be sweet. I guess any result's okay. Overheal guys might be the next best result, just to keep drawing cards and draining resources. Oh, we almost made it. No! Are you kidding? This game cheats, dude. Cheats. I guess I'll take some like thirsty drifters here. I don't know. We're getting close to like Zarimi setup, right? So yeah, I think thirsty drifters. Actually, do we have a Zarimi setup next turn? Because I can use this on a thirsty drifter, right? 10 cards in hand. This adds a card to hand, which is kind of a problem. Maybe we just play some whelps here, just from a hand size standpoint, just to be safe. I don't know. So they're 33. If I play drifter, Zarimi, that's already 9 damage on the ensuing turn. I can copy one of the drifters. That's another 5 and 6 on the ensuing turn. Oh, no. I don't have mana for that yet. Oh, yeah, I do. So that's 9 plus. It's just not enough yet, right? We have to go further. This is also similar. So 2 drifters. This is hard, dude. This is a little bit hard, actually. 2 drifters and a Zarimi. That's 8 and 5. 13. I mean, we're just not there yet, right? Like, we just don't have enough drifters. I think we need more drifters, and we probably need a Zilliax too, to be honest. I just don't think we're there yet. Secrets are also a little bit wacky right now. I guess we could test like explosive runes. Have I sat on this pip too long? Because now I kind of have nothing to do with pip. In fact, I feel like I have kind of nothing to do at all, to be honest. I feel like my whole turn here is kind of stranded. Shoot, man. I don't know. I'm just sort of chilling. I mean, it's fine, right? We're kind of a combo deck at the end of the day, so I think it's okay. Summoning Ward, that's certainly not a problem. Bait and switch. Oh, cool. We just deleted that. Nice. Okay. So what am I looking for to win this game, right? I guess Zilliax is probably the most important piece of the puzzle from here. Since they're still at 34, we actually have like a lot of work to do. Mana also helps because I can do like, you know, Time Winder, Zarimi, and Leroy together, and that just pushes a bunch more threat, right? This is just get more dragons, I guess. 9 will stay at 9 here. Oh my god. That's actually pretty good the turn after Zarimi, right? Okay. It's also like projectionist also gives you Leroy's too, but I guess we don't have a ton of mana for that. Although Funnel Cake does give you more mana. Dude, I don't know how to play this deck. This seems hard to me. There's a lot of considerations to make with like drifter bonuses, Leroy's. I think I'm better off with Zarimi synchronized than I am Zarimi Leroy, right? Just to get more drifters down. It's worth 6 damage as well because each one gets buffed by 1. Oh, but that's only on finale, actually. I need to finale it for that. So maybe that's a little easier said than done. Oh, this feels like maybe lethal next turn, right? This to me feels like lethal next turn. I think I just throw a Leroy face right now. Next turn I go Zarimi, Zilliax, double drifter. I guess a second Zilliax is probably worth more. Yeah, I think we just throw the Leroy face here since this is just a bonus Leroy. If I get Zilliax down to 1, I could also... He's gonna go to 0 off this Leroy. Because... if I get him to 1, I could copy him with Pip. Is that worth it? Like, trade here, play the Pip to copy the Zilliax? This seems very strange. I have 2 spaces, right? I can actually just use this first, but I don't know. That might be worth more next turn. Like, I don't know if a top deck matters. Wait, how does this work? Oh no, it doesn't work! He needs to be at 2, I guess. He sees the Pip before her battle cry resolves. So he actually needs to be at 2. Oh, that's sad, but we did learn something at least. Well, I hope that 6 damage from Leroy doesn't come back to haunt me. So I actually could have done it. Well, not with Leroy. I would have had to play a different minion, I guess. The opponent must be very confused, but they might be thinking about Zilliax. I don't know. Do I have lethal now, though, is the question. Without more drifters, without more stuff to do. I also lost my easy finale because I don't have synchronized now. Maybe I can get it back with Zilliax. I don't know. I'm a little sad I threw on this Zilliax, though, I'll tell you.
Let's give you some extra time.
Sweet, feel water. Sweet, beautiful water.
I guess the second Zilliax is always worth more than a drifter, right? Okay, so this gives me 2 additional mana, which plays Leroy. I'm better off with a synchronize though, right? Just get another Zilliax. Surely. I'm like out of space though. Is this 40? It doesn't look like 40 to me. There's no way it's 40, right? 14 and 8's 22 and 10 is 32. Oh no, it's 40. Okay. Yeah, dude, this is okay, that's a lot. Can I have done that earlier? Now is another thing I'm thinking about. Like, did I really need the 10? Because I had the refresh in hand. I feel like I could have done that earlier. So maybe I need to be more confident on going on that, because that's crazy when you copy your Zilliaxes that much. I'm a little hesitant because I do. Oh, that's a bad one. I don't love this in and of itself, you know, like clergy on 1, kind of risky. We have hero powers. Gift wrap whelp would be notably better, but we don't have a dragon. So we'll just probably hero power this. This might be a game we have to win late as a game we win on tempo. We've had, you know, a bit of a mix. Sometimes you go hard tempo and you just overwhelm people with early Zilliaxes and just kill them dead. And sometimes you go Zarimi line late, like combo deck almost. You pivot. You try to kill them in one fell swoop later on. Oh my god, this is bad. Yeah, we gotta do this, right? Well, Wrangler's pretty good. We can play that into the whelp later. We get a dragon, we play both next turn, but at least gives me something to do. Cavaldier's actually not killing the clergy. Do I value a hero power here more to cycle a little bit, or do I want to get moving on tempo? I don't know. I mean, if we're truly convinced that this game is going late, I guess I'm actually just better off doing this. Yeah, this is a good... Now we hit a dragon, so that filled in the curve a little, which is nice. It's still not ideal, but this could be a little awkward to kill. Hero power, hit with face, whatever. So Starlight Whelp's pretty nice. We drew 2 off the clergy, but at the cost of 4 mana, you know, not the most efficient by any means. can't say it felt great. That's a little awkward for us to deal with, I suppose. Whelp into salesman, totally fine though. Another drifter, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, with 3 drifters, we're setting up for a pretty cool Zarimi. We just need to get dragons going, so I need to establish this Whelp Wrangler at some point soon. Okay, plagues, I mean, we don't love them, but they're not the disaster yet. Not a reload deck or anything. We're taking another 5 here too, which that could help. You know, it's all about the clock at some level. As soon as I find Zarimi, which really just requires me to find a, you know, I got Zarimi and the scale replicas all moving to Zarimi. This could also find a Zarimi as well. Okay, I'm actually gonna not forge the creation protocol, I think. I think we just play it here. I want to find maybe a pip, actually. Maybe a... Because if these go to 1 and then I can pip, that's crazy. Zarimi, Zilliax, like there's a few good grabs. If it was gonna... It's Zilliax, like getting 2 Zilliaxes off this is insane. Okay, I'm gonna forge actually. I talked a big game and then I just didn't. I do like the forge a little better though, because with Zilliax in particular, like Zarimi you don't care, Pip you probably don't care because there's just like too many cards or whatever, but Zilliax in particular is insane if you double it. So I'm gonna change my tune here a little bit. Well, that's a 21, so we have some really good Zarimi math, man. So if I play the Whelp, I go, like if I find Pip here, I can make a lot of thirsty drifters. No Pip. Probably like Whelp better in that case, although 2 Whelps is kind of hard. I do want to play a scale replica, so maybe we just go gift wrapped Whelp here instead of Starlight Whelp. I said Whelp without clarifying which one I meant. Yeah, so I don't think the Pip thing's really much of a concern right now, right? So let's just do this and grab Zarimi. I mean, we can use a Kyurgin, I guess, just to build a little bit more board threat here. Are we able to kill the opponent, like, next turn? Zarimi's ready, so we can develop Zarimi, Drifter. That's 12, 16, plus a Whelp for 4 is 20. Yeah, so as long as they don't heal, they're just dead next turn. Right? We just have it. And we even have a little bit extra with the Happy Whelp too, I guess. That's not a heal. In fact, they're damaging themselves even more. Okay. So they've identified they need to create a lot of pressure here. Just don't hit blood, idiots, and we're fine. Yeah, there's the Pip. Okay. Yeah, this is just game over. We also have Leroy as well, I forgot too. So we actually just have like crazy damage here. Certainly more than 16, whatever the case. Leroy and Zarimi dang near do it themselves, man. How much was our actual total damage? We had 10, 18, 22, and 6, 28. Dude, this is crazy, this stack. I think we just always look for a good dragon hit, right? We might even coin a scale replica to make the Whelp better if we don't hit a dragon naturally. It's tough because against Hunter you do really wish you had a great 1-drop to contest, but I'm not going to play a 1-1 into a 1-1, you know. Oh, we're just gods. Okay, yeah, this is better than coining out the Kyurgin, right? Still gets the plus health. Kyurgin gets way bigger. No need to get greedy on this. It's a pretty good hand actually from here against Hunter, I think specifically. Pretty good hand, I would say. Dude, Projectionist Coin Whelp is honestly pretty great. Against Hunter, I'm really just battling for that early board dominance, I think. And this card is just such a good 1-drop, right? That I don't think we can go wrong. This makes the Kyurgin just an absolute monster as well. I kind of hope the opponent summons a bunch of little hounds right now for my Zilliax. I mean, I'm sure they're going to trade in this 1-1, so that's reasonable, but this is the Bloodfin Raptor game, dude. Just a bunch of Bloodfin Raptors. That's all I'm playing. Yeah, play stuff. Although those are kind of annoying. I mean, I guess I'll trade into one. No problem really, but kind of annoying. Do we just go ahead and Zilliax this? It's definitely a bit early. I don't even hate power chord synchronized, but it is definitely better against Zilliax. There's no question about that. This trade does feel a lot worse all of a sudden, but we just have such an enormous board advantage. And then I can go power chord sync on Zilliax and potentially just play, you know, another one, depending on what they do with the board. They are seemingly building out some board here. This deck can really vie for early board dominance, man. It's cool to see this. Like, it's this deck seems crazy to me because this makes this too. I mean, replica synchronized doesn't seem quite as good, right? I think what does the Zilliax start at 7? So there's 6 on board. He will be 1, but I'm only gonna have 5 on board, which makes him 2. And there's currently 4 on board, which makes him 3. So the synchronize isn't actually very good here, right? I think this plus synchronize, same difference, right? It doesn't advance any. Yeah, I guess we just do this then. I don't know. I don't mind taking another Zilliax and buffing a Zilliax. That's pretty cool. Like, don't get me wrong, that's still a great turn, but let's chip it face. I don't think 1 is a risk. There's like magnetic technically, I guess. But now we're in a Zarimi world too, where 18 is just not hard to get to. So between drifters and Zilliaxes, you know, they're just gonna die. They might just die anyway, actually. I mean, how much do we have? We have 12. This is 15. So it's not actually lethal yet because I don't have another copy of this. So that's a little annoying. But at the same time, my board is also just so big that I don't think I'm at risk of death, am I? Especially if I just go for a thirsty drifter. Like, what does a hunter do? You know?
Water. Sweet, beautiful water.
This is a chill 6-10. Let's go. Oh my god, dude. These boards are gross. This is so much tempo in this deck. I wasn't confident how good this deck could be from a tempo standpoint, but even against a hunter, they did hit their turn 1. It was a pretty bad turn 1, I guess, with Scarab Keychain, but still. Is Zarimi still not active? No, I don't have a Zarimi right now. Oh my god. The dissonant pop off the hipster, still not enough, dude. How frustrating is that? You can't even clear the board with dissonant pop. Oh my god, that is gross. This deck's crazy, man. Kyurgen, that was awesome. Zilliax really good too, yeah. We really do want to see gift wrapped whelps though. I think that's what completely opens this deck up, man. Dude, I've never even seen this skin before. It's an Annoyotron, but it's like hanging on a bunch of keys, like arena keys. It's like on a keychain. Very, very tiny hero, I guess. This is a weird line, but I think it's important. I just want to be ahead on board against Paladin, and that guy's scary too anyway, Gold Banner, so. Yeah, let's just push for tempo here. You know, we obviously don't love Kyurgen, but you can't be precious with your resources always in Hearthstone, right? Sometimes you just gotta vie for board against board-based decks. Like, oh, Regis, you're supposed to save the what was this called? Power chord synchronize for you know, thirsty drifters on your Zarimi turn. No, I want to win. No, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I prefer winning. You know, it's like we can't fall behind too early as a board-based deck, or we just fall behind forever. So they already coined, importantly, which means we don't have to worry about the weapon this turn. Still gonna keep this in check. These are just crazy big. Zilliax next turn just pushes obscene amounts of damage potentially. He pushes 4 on board. We've already got 7 on board, so. Creation Protocol. I mean, it could be great. We get Zarimi, but we're only at 2 dragons right now, so we're a ways off. This dying will also give me an option to draw some cards, which we might need. Get another copy? What would be good with copies? In some ways, Leroy, if we think we can like push without any kind of Zarimi out. Acolyte of Pain. Oh my goodness, that is very slow. Power Chord Synchronize. I'm just gonna use that on the Zilliax here, right? That's pretty cool. It's not gonna be free or anything this turn, but it's still pretty cool. Do we kill the Acolyte or just start going face? I mean, they really want to play their weapon this turn, right? It's like, yeah, technically we give the Acolyte a little bit of upside, but I don't know. Is Keeper Strength played in these decks? It's not even that good. Is part of the problem. Like, they'd only go to 3. They'd clear this and be able to clear one more thing, but not even the Zilliax, right? Now the opponent knows I have another Zilliax. They must be thinking, oh my gosh, there's a lot of pressure incoming. So we have like, what, 9 and 6? It's 15 already. If they're doing this without clearing, they know they're just dead. Yeah. Dude. Crazy. Miracle Salesman also has honestly a pretty middling win rate. I think we're just looking for a dragon to guarantee this guy connects 100%, which sadly we do not have at the moment. I mean, Scale Replica is gonna find me one, but then my curve goes off. I guess Scale Replica turns into a whelp here if I coin it, so next turn I can play 2 whelps and be safe. Oh no, it's Kyurgin. Well, same difference, I guess. Just a good 1-drop is the idea. Filling in the curve. Kyurgin does have a pretty solid mulligan win rate for sure. Zilliax actually has a higher mulligan win rate than Zarimi because there's only one Zilliax and he's kind of hard to find. It's we're behind. I don't like this. This just dies so free. I don't think it matters though. I think we have to keep going. This deck doesn't have like removal or reactivity, so just this 3/3 contests fairly well at least. The Starlight Whelp also pretty cool. This gift wrapped Whelp, man, this is such a crazy card, dude. It's a 3/2 that buffs another card. It's effectively a 1-cost 4/3. It's just crazy. Opponent's board is crazy. So this is the Benevolent Banker version, which I've seen, but did have a little bit worse data than this one, at least from Diamond to Legend. I'm not gonna say all ranks on it. So I don't know, interesting. They're both good though, I think. They're both on the right side of this deck list anyway. As I saw. The kind of worst version is the one running Clay Matriarchs and Amanthul and Fly Off the Shelves. It's like trying to be a little bit more late gamey and a little bit more combo-y. That's the one I think is kind of polluting the data a little bit more. So this one's not. This one's a good one from what I've seen. This might be the like top 20 Legend one I saw. One has gone very, very wide, which is very, very scary. I just do not have a lot of plays I'm excited about. Creation Protocol. Nothing here is really very good. I might have to use Zarimi here out of desperation just to get this board reset, or we're going to be dead. I mean, we might be dead anyway, actually, if I think about it. I might have to play Thirsty Drifter here, because we're pretty close to dead. Right? Like, if they play Zarimi, we're probably not actually dead quite yet, but I think we're getting closer than we'd like to be. I'm going to go ahead and play it. We're just, you know, once you fall behind in this matchup, I think I don't know, the writing's on the wall, basically. It gets pretty desperate pretty fast. Not that you can't recover, because, you know, if you hit a good Zarimi turn, you can recover, but we need cards in hand for that right now, too. They have just tempoed like crazy, dude. Crazy tempo. We know that they have a Zarimi in hand, too, of course, because they played Scale Replica, so... Dude, they have not, I don't think, missed a single mana. My god, dude, being ahead to dictate the trades, too, is just so brutal. If I use Zarimi early, which he's not even active yet, my god. But if I were to use Zarimi early, which, by the way, I'm just so dead. We're dead. Would we ever have a win condition, right? Would we be able to pull it back? Like, would the opponent eventually just Zarimi and kill me, right? Probably. I think so. If they have any like Thirsty Drifters here, surely this is lethal. 19 is just not that much damage. Well, they got 7, 10 and 4 is 14. Yeah, they got it. They're 10. Zarimi being buff sure doesn't hurt. Yeah, so they went like the full tempo version, which would have been cool. I would have loved to do that, but we didn't get a chance, you know. Against decks without removal, this is probably the right way to play it, I would think. You know, just push. You know, in this matchup, it's basically all minion based, so. Okay, Drifter's a pretty good mulligan card. Scale Replica could definitely help us fill in some gaps. With Coin in particular, we could just really push some early cards. Zilliax is very good. Scale Replica is one of those, like, you don't really want to have in the mulligan, but it's also okay if you do, I think. For here, maybe it's just Crimson Clergy. We need to contest this, probably. I haven't seen a costumed Singer Hunter, by the way. It's kind of wild. What could this be? Bait and switch? Ugh. Is it really bait and switch? Oh god, I hope not. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. No, not like this. Uh-oh. The advantages of playing a deck no one has any idea what it's about. My god, they're just gonna have every secret, aren't they? Okay. I mean, this guy contests technically if it's not a bait and switch, right? It's probably the worst one. I don't really want that. This time it's hidden meaning. Okay. It's not maybe as bad, but I need to get ahead on board again, right? We're not good behind on board. Oh god, Titan for traps. Dude, Secret Hunter is back. Did Secret Hunter get any new tools? Just that like 3-drop? They don't really have a lot of like synergistic stuff though, do they? Just maybe like Costume Singer only. This feels like another bait and switch, doesn't it, man? I need to get to a Zarimi to recover. I need to play like a bunch of 1-drops and stuff here. To activate Zarimi, to push for Zilliax, right? Like there's a few angles here basically. Do I play the Zilliax? I do not, because of Ice. Is Ice Trap actually still... Wait. Ice Trap has got to be from a different meta, right? Like, I refuse to believe this. Oh, no, not bait and switch again. No, bro, come on. Oh, you're killing me, dude. I'm actually dead. I'm actually just dead. I thought Ice Trap... Did it come back in Core? Oh, it's back in Core. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Another counter spell, man. Great news. I mean, I know we're a priest. We have no healing. I mean, hero power literally is it. They might be pretty board based though, to be honest. I can't get to Zarimi this turn, sadly. I can play a lot of Zilliaxes though. Like, is that worth the trouble? If he had Rush, maybe. Or if he cost 1, maybe. Huh, this makes a Thirsty Drifter cheaper too. But not cheaper enough, I guess, huh? This finds a 1, and then I can play Drifter, Drifter, Drifter. Is that better than Zilliax at this point? I don't know. Well, I can't play Drifter, 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 bro. I don't have any mana left for that. What am I saying, bro? This makes no sense. What are you saying? You make 0 sense, sir. I don't know. I still like this better, though. Okay. There's no way that this is again a bait and switch, right? Hopefully I'm alive here, man, because I don't know. Can these attack? This can't attack, right? It's... Let us say when they end their turn. Can it attack? I can't remember if this can attack or not, dude. I never remember. Monkey... We have an active Zarimi. Oh, if I have a 1-drop dragon, we do, but I don't have a 1-drop dragon, dude. No. I need a dragon. Wrangler makes dragons, but they're not the right... Is Leroy ever lethal? Or excuse me, is Synchronize ever lethal again? I can heal to 3. Play a Drifter. Play a second Drifter, actually, as well. That's probably better than a Zilliax at this stage, right? Well, first off, let's heal. We have to heal. We know we're dead if we don't heal. That's absolutely mandatory.
Sweet, beautiful water.
Can we pull? Can we pull this back, dude? Is 3 enough? They didn't have direct damage last turn. Can we do it? I handled these hidden meanings as poorly as possible. Oh no. Oh, that's death rattle though. Oh no, don't hit my face. Okay, it hit the same dude. They're dead. They're dead. Oh wait, I don't have a dragon. They're not dead. Oh, are they still on board though? 15, 20, 26, maybe. Maybe they are. I actually didn't have Zarimi active though. Oh my, I cannot believe we won that game, dude. We went down to 1. I don't even think I played that the best we could have. You know, I'm sure there were some better lines there, but we pull it out. That's actually a miracle, dude. That is a crazy win. I am a chill 6-1 with this deck, man. Not bad at all, dude. That was a fun little run of games. Crazy deck, I feel like.